Yeah. Go ahead, Pat.
Oh, by the way, you have some critics in there. You have some critics. Jovi's Love, 50% mad. He said, Punish Detector got caught with terror pill flyers and notebooks and talked to the feds without an attorney. He was told to fuck off, said he would, and lo and behold, here he is. I don't know. I didn't know about this dude. Well, we can actually make him account for this. He's here for himself. Well, let's let him defend himself. You know, let's let him defend himself. Let's go ahead, man. Speak for yourself.
Technically speaking, that was going across the, so to speak, I may or may not have gotten caught with that, with some flyers going across the border.
Yeah, people are saying you're a rat, man. What do you say about those accusations?
Oh, what?
They're saying you're a rat. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I be a rat?
Well.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
There is an argument. Hold on. There is an argument to be made that if you get dinged by the system, they will scour your history.
Yeah, I think what people are saying is you should probably stay gone. You should probably not come back to social media. You should just live out the rest of your life. I not really participate in streaming, or if you do, maybe go to like some other section and not within this section. I think that's kind of the code, right? That's kind of the code that people want. I'm asking the streets. I'm asking what the streets saying. What are the streets saying? And the streets are the text in the chat. So what does the streets say about rats?
Not a rat.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying you have a critic in here. You have a critic in here. I'm almost tempted just to throw the link. I'm almost tempted to throw the link. I know it'll be probably a shit stream afterwards, after we, we're making good progress. I'm almost like tempted to like throw the link and let him come in here and let you like defend yourself and let yourself, let you guys. And I want to say, for instance,
saying the audio's low again, Pat.
I can't help that, by the way, guys. I can't help that. Let me see something. Let's see if I can help that.
Go to your OBS and like mute and unmute volume, maybe lighters. Yeah.
Okay. We'll try. How about that? Is that better? Is that higher?
Well,
is that better?
You won't know until there.
Is that better, guys?
Nothing's changed in the Hangout, man. It all sounds.
No, I'm asking the audience. Is that better?
Just for some reason, it's not going through well to the stream.
Is that better, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, is that better, guys?
There's also an
Let me check. I'll check.
Yeah, just check the audio for me. By the way, the desktop audio is turned up all the way.
Oh yeah, it's better now.
Okay.
It's better now. Okay.
All right,
coincidence detector.
Oh, there. Okay, you trained conductor.
Yeah. Whatever you did, fix it, Pat.
Do your thing, train conductors. Choo choo.
I will say the following. I am no goddamn rat.
All right, thanks, Johnson.
I did not give any goddamn names. And I mean that. I gave them no goddamn names. Sure, somebody mentioned a notebook. Yes, I did have a notebook. There was one thing in there that, technically speaking, isn't. It's more just something that I'm not going to go into detail what's on it. It's not something illegal or bad to have, but it's not exactly something you want to have, a border agent look at. I'll put it that way. Either way, let's just say, weirdly enough, going into America, no trouble. Coming back in, trouble. Call it what you want, it's fucking sucks. Either way, they did potentially take some, well, not potentially, they took some fucking photocopies of what was in the notebook. So, things like that are a reason for me to be very careful doing certain things going forward. It is what it is.
What was in the notebook?
There was basically, I had taken some information down about, basically, I've been kind of curious about, let's say, fact-checking certain things about mass shootings in the U.S., and had taken information, drugs, SSRIs, things like that. I was later questioned about that, and I said it was just for information gathering purposes. They obviously were kind of wondering about that, and that's all I said.
But what's in the box?
Now, what's in the box? What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box?
I mean, if law enforcement has copies of it and you had detailed conversations with them about it, then wouldn't you feel comfortable having the same conversations with us about the specifics?
That's basically that's ironically basically it. There were some. What the fuck now? He volunteered to go talk. He didn't have to go. Well, I felt.
Just be honest, coincidence. Be honest, dude. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. This is not a time to lie.
Later, I understand. My theory was they were
This is
going.
not a time. This is not a time to lie. Be honest. Because when you get into this coincidence, when you become a dissident, you have to take into consideration this is serious stuff. This is not something to play around with. Because they have put people away for lesser things. Matt Hale, Edgar Steele, various people in 1.0 days. It all collapsed because people couldn't contain themselves, didn't have a type of code, and didn't keep things secretive enough. You know, that's the point. They didn't have enough, and this is why I proposed secret societies. You know, this is why I proposed this. This might get around a lot of the problems in the past that we've had. Be direct, man. Don't pill pull. Don't practice Aryan pill pull. We need the facts. Let's do a rundown. What exactly happened? Because there are some people that are suspicious of you.
Well, I don't blame them. I theorized that if I wasn't sure whether I would be just grabbed. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm not
For
exactly
what?
To be talked about the border crossing. That's what it was.
Actually, this stream wasn't meant to be about coincidence.
We already know that.
This stream, and I want to say, I want to give the audience a brief synopsis. This actual stream wasn't meant to be about coincidence. It was meant to be about the Jared Taylor and this Pajit interview that happened a long time ago. I was going to talk about it with White House. White House didn't show, so I invited Faustian in, and me and Faustian started discussing various different topics. Everything from the decay of flyover America down to the present condition of white American flight in the flyover states. That was the primary premise.
I thought you were starting this at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I did. It's been on
Yeah,
for
I was
2
here
hours.
at 4:45.
Yeah. But you weren't present. You weren't present. Anyway, that's not important. You stepped away from the computer, and I had to I gave my commentary.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I had to start the stream, and that's what happened. And pretty much like most of my streams, it always spirals out of control towards the end. It always gets a little hectic and a little crazy. Yeah, it's kind of like I guess you could say the vortex of the Twilight Zone of the dissident right. It's sort of like a vortex. It always sucks in all the
Pat, we need coincidence. Pat, we need coincidence to lay it out for us.
All right, so coincidence. Just
I don't know if you'd already explained it or.
So explain. You were in like this nameless organization. You were in this nameless group, who I shall not name. You were doing some activism, and you got nabbed when you were going outside of Canada. they found some suspicious stuff in your notebook, and they found some flyers.
Potentially, yes.
Yes, well, they did. I mean, they did. Otherwise, they wouldn't have questioned you, right? Why did they stop you in the first place?
It was because I more or less didn't. Well, not okay. Because I said the reason I said for going into the U.S. wasn't as per se airtight as it should have been.
And why weren't you? Why didn't you take precautions? Like you know that Canada, that Canada has draconian laws. You know that Canada has some of the strictest laws that could potentially put you under human tribunals for hate speech. You know they actually have tribunals for slights against minorities, against also denying the Holocaust. They have lots of draconian laws that are put into place. So, like, potentially, if you get caught with some, incendiary material, you could potentially be brought up against some charges. You could end up like Ernst Zundel, and you could end up in the gulag for a little while. I mean, even over at flyers. That's possible.
That's
right? Is that accurate? Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
Because I know someone that's from Canada, and he's a friend of mine. He's from Toronto, and he told me all the time he's careful, and he believes like us. But he's careful to couch his words. He's also careful about activism because he knows the potential of tribunals. We'll put him in gulags.
Well, I'm aware of that, but they're more. How do I put this? There hasn't been something like that set up, to my knowledge, where I live yet, in terms of these human rights tribunals.
Okay.
And I say yet, for now, that I know of. I'm not saying it won't it's a possibility.
So let's go over the events that occurred. Let's go to the events that occurred. So, like, you got stopped by the Border Patrol, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Border Patrol found something suspicious.
Stopped and searched.
You got searched. I don't know you guys' laws over there, but I'm guessing they have the right to search if you're going in and out of Canada, right?
Correct.
Okay. And with that said, why didn't you tell them? Did you answer any questions? Did they pressure you? Did they pressure on any questioning? What exactly did they ask you?
They were asking if I made the flyers.
Okay. And what'd you say to them?
Eventually, well, I mean, I had to I tried obfuscating, but they,
in Canada, do you have the right to remain silent?
I mean, what the?
You never answer any questions.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No.
Damn. Well, I was going to say you never answer any questions without an attorney present.
They don't have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
They don't have the right to an attorney being present either. That's something you have to get before you become questioned.
So that
the notebook did not get confiscated. I will note that to Rich D. The notebook was not confiscated. Some of it was photocopied, and I later was asked. They later on asked me questions. This is again where I understand people say, "Oh, you don't have to look." If you kind of kick the can, they'll just eventually, they might just grab you one day. So the question is, do you want to be, so to speak, do you want to have them question you now or later?
So you engaged in pill poll with the RCMP?
Pill poll?
And then you admitted that you were lying to them. Is that what happened?
No.
Well, if you're not telling them the truth from a law enforcement perspective, then you were lying to them.
I meant that
Do you understand? Do you understand, like, pill pulling the police? I mean, you literally said, I tried obfuscating.
Well, I stuttered.
You just drew way more attention to yourself by doing that. You understand that, right? Are you there?
I'm here. Yeah.
Do I need to repeat myself?
I didn't try to stutter. I wasn't. You're not really sure what to say. You're nervous. You're getting searched. It's not a good situation to be in.
So you're not calm under pressure? Or are you calm under pressure?
Kept mostly calm. It's more just you have to be goddamn careful what you say.
It doesn't sound like you were being careful with what you said.
Careful as I could damn well be.
Well, what does that mean? I mean, you do understand that you've gone on quite a few streams with people that are connected to a big network of people.
And what I'm trying to say is that potentially if like you go down, you can bring other people down with you. I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem. They could like find that notebook, and they can, and many cases they don't need concise evidence. They can just indict people. They can bring people up on suspicion. They're itching to do it. They're itching to do this. They're itching to do this in most cases. This is why you have to be as succinct as possible. Yeah, I agree. We should probably be quiet about it. I just wanted to get it. I just wanted to bring it clear.
It comes down to whether or not he should be coming on these streams in the first place.
I'd actually recommend you don't, coincidence. Just don't go on streams, man. I recommend it's probably for your best benefit not to come on streams. At least not for a while. And not probably for I'd wait a couple months.
Well, no, man, because 2020's, it's kicked off, it's in high gear already, Pat.
And I want to say also, I'm going to end this, but I'm going to say this something before I end this. We need somebody within our movement to explain and clearly the laws, okay? To sit down and tell us the laws and to explain to people how to act if they get interrogated and what to do if they get interrogated. I know Augustus Invictus did a good job, but we need to keep re-emphasizing it because a lot of people are they just don't understand. They're too spurgy. They don't understand the real life implications. And it's going to turn a lot of people away from our movement. So, that's all I'm saying. And
I just want to say that, coincidence, I do love you, bro. You know, for as much arguments as we have, I think they're good. The problem is you've demonstrated behavior in the past on screen is not advisable, to say the least. And I think you know that. And now you're telling us this story that you're establishing a pattern of behavior that's it's not good, you know.
It's like a paper trail for federal agents.
If you are a Leaf, you have to move with some discrepancy. You have to move in, you gotta be discreet, really discreet, and have some discrepancy about yourself. Because, they are a little bit more strict up there. Their laws, I don't think they have the same constitutional protection that we at least do, for now. And they need to, move, quietly.
No, look, you're all right. You want to know what it is? You want to know something fucking heartbreaking? I can't relate to my own fucking brother.
Dude, I understand, and listen, if you want to talk, but here's the thing, dude. If you want to talk coincidence, I'm not going to cut you off, man. I'm just going to suggest you not to stream. And I'm going to say you can talk to me in private. You can talk to me in private. You can talk to me in private. But, I'd recommend, just for the community's sake, don't stream. Don't stream because you're going to alienate people. And yes, we should keep this behind closed doors and not air this out to the public.